Hello everyone, it's Sephie. Welcome back. Just a little update. I am mostly going to be spending today out in the afternoon. So while I can, I'm just going to dedicate my time to possibly crochet some stuff for flowers so that I can finally finish all of those sepals like I've been hoping to do, and possibly also do some editing on my part because there are a lot of videos that I need to edit. The grind never stops. Even though I've been working since last weekend, it never stops. With that being said, I guess I'll see you guys later in the next update after this one. Fingers crossed, I am going to be working smarter with my schedule and be able to finish everything I need to do before I feel like I'm running out of time. Hey guys, just checking in from the car. My hubsies is taking the bubbies for a walk, and that means I am free to crochet while waiting for them to get back. Let's just crochet along together, shall we? I didn't even unbuckle my seatbelt because I don't have time for that. With this, I am actually trying to make a beanie, but since this is made up of back loops only a single crochet, it is taking me way longer than I expected. And to be honest, I originally wanted to make like a bunch of beanies for the market, but eventually I just opted to not really do that anymore because one, it's super time consuming, and this has been taking me like a few days already because it is a single crochet back loops only. Had I chosen to use like a half double crochet and whatnot, it might actually have taken me faster. However, that is going to be less stretchy than a single crochet back loops only. Unfortunately, I don't have a knitting machine. I am thinking about it, but I might possibly invest in it, but like later down the road, possibly next year. Hopefully by then, fingers crossed, my income would be able to sustain the investment of buying such a machine, even though I don't know how much being able to sell beanies is gonna be able to translate if it is lucrative for me to sell, because in New Zealand, it is a very common item to find in any market whatsoever. It all boils down to the question of, am I going to be one of those who will also be selling beanies and scrunchies and all of that because it is such a common item to find, or am I going to just stick with what I know and stick with the things that I know how to make, yet may not be easily accessible if ever it is accessible here where I am based off of? Sorry, that sounded so much like a business question, but that's the thing. A business is like that, right? You ask yourself those things and you just produce those things that you think is actually worth it. Anyway, my husband is here and I need to cut this short. I'll see you later. Here are the puppies. Hello. Hello. Hi. Remy. He doesn't want to see. But look at Pepe. Hello, Remy. Hello, Pepe. Hello guys, good morning. I am a little bit annoyed that it's like raining super hard right now. I don't think it's gonna be a good weather day today, unfortunately, so really sorry if my videos today may be a little bit on the darker side or underexposed side, or the complete opposite of my camera just trying to adapt to giving more light into the footage. So I'm so sorry if that's not visually pleasing. And like I said, since the weather is not ideal right now, that would push me all the more to actually finish, finally. I've been saying this in so many updates already, the sepals. I have counted all of the sepals that I need for my lavender hyacinth flowers, and since the total is supposedly 32, I'm referring to my list down here off camera. So far I have had created 22, so that means I need to legitimately sit down and churn out all 10 sepals today. and I will be able to do that. I will do it. So I will check in with you guys today once I finish all 10 sepals, and I did tell myself that once I finish all 10, then I can finally move on to doing something else that I may want, instead of putting this thing that I need to do off while I actually do something that I enjoy doing. This is adulting, I guess. Okay, so with that being said, I guess I will see you guys in that next update. Okay, I'll see you guys then.
One eternity later.
Checking in with you guys because I am so happy to finally say I've finished all 32 sepals for those darn lavender hyacinth flowers. Oh my god, that I think is the most number of parts I needed to make for 8 bouquets that I'm gonna be doing for the market. So I am just so freaking happy that I am finally done. These are all the 32 sepals. Oh my god, look at that. Ah, so done. I'm so done. Just kidding, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm so happy that that has finally been crossed off of my to-do list. Yes! Good job, Sephie. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, with that being said, I am going to go now and possibly check in with you maybe later. If not, I'll see you in the next update. Hello guys, just checking in. Oh my god, if you can hear that, that's literally rain pelting on my windows. Just wanted to check in with you because I managed to finish the pattern that I was testing for this guy. Isn't he a cutie? I'll link the... Dear lord. I will link the free pattern down below in the description box for you guys to try out for yourselves. Now, I actually had to alter parts of the pattern because I just wanted to improve on it a little bit more. But yeah, this is the guy that I was trying to test out, and I managed to finish him today with the use of medium weight yarn. I don't know if I want to translate him into a plush toy. It did take me a while to finish him. I didn't expect him to be like this big. Although I know how popular mushrooms are in the crochet world, I'm actually considering making mushrooms for my market participation, and I'm thinking about making this guy a plush version, just because in comparison, if you do like a side-by-side, if you can see like the size difference is already like strikingly obvious between these two. And obviously with the size difference, the materials that I will be using for this is definitely more than when I used with this, as well as the time that it takes me to actually create both of these. This is definitely more time consuming than this guy. So I mean, they're both so cute, but I don't know, I'll see what I can do. Hello everyone, welcome back. I feel really tired lately, and I think it is because I have been crocheting a lot, and sometimes I don't even get to document the ones that I have been able to crochet in the process. To be honest, I feel like when I do stop to record while I'm crocheting, it does kind of take me away from being in the zone, just fully focusing on what I have to crochet at that moment. Because if I do get to stop and like, you know, reset the camera, film it from a different angle, double check if I'm doing it properly as well, or if I've captured anything, or if, you know, my phone suddenly decided it doesn't want to record anymore, and then it is another like detriment to being able to fully just focus on what I need to do. I have full respect for everyone who does more of the vlogging side of things that they do with their small business, because wow, that is just a lot of like pausing and like giving updates and like, you know, doing that again and again and again and resetting it. It is very time consuming in the long run. I honestly wish like I have a dedicated team to just film me while I'm doing my own stuff, because it does get really tiring in the long run. So kudos to you vloggers. In any case, I did get to check yesterday how my plush yarn stock is going, and I just realized that I legitimately don't have enough to make anything that I was planning
planning to make with them. I honestly didn't even realize I was using up that much white and cream yarn specifically. I guess when I initially ordered my stash of yarn from Hobby, it didn't really include those things in mind because I may have been thinking about creating something else, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. These are the moments when I wished I had stable income coming in every month. That's the one main thing I really miss from my 9 to 5 before. The stability of that is what I miss. But if you guys want to see what I've already managed to create in terms of the plushies that I'm going to be selling for my market, I'll give you an update with them right now. Okay, here they are. So this isn't really the final lineup just yet. The axolotl at the back, I'm not sure if anyone is actually willing to purchase that giant one. It is even like bigger than the pompomparin. So I may need to price that higher because I think I used up like 2 skeins of yarn from Hobby, and I did use the Premier Parfait Chunky on the darker pink. That is a little bit more expensive in terms of material cost. With regards to the bao as well, this isn't the final one yet. That is my sample, but that's only because I am waiting for my birthday, where I did remember ordering a few more skeins of cream yarn so I could make one more bao, giant bao. By the way, that bao is based off of the pattern that I have available on my Etsy. I can link that down below, or you can also buy it from my personal website, as well as with this cutie pie dumpling. Yes, and shumai. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the shumai is quite popular, so I'll just stick with these 2 guys from that pattern. Of course, the bumblebee that everyone always likes, because I know I heard that it could be a hit or miss because it's so freaking popular that people might not even want to pay to buy their own version of this and just probably create it themselves. Same with the whale, but I added this little spouty spout thing for the whale just so that he's a little cuter. I am not changing the color of the whale for now because gosh, I have a lot of this dark blue and I think I need to use that up. This pusheen is one of my faves, and these 3 actually I worked on January this year during the floods of Auckland from anniversary weekend, and I think I remember working on these 3 when I didn't have electricity, so yes, that was an experience. This is definitely a sample. Definitely am going to try working on him again for Kawanashi 2.0, so this is definitely a sample for me, as well as this yarn ball is definitely not going to be included in the Kawanashi 2.0 version because this is too pricey. Like, it's very delicate, and God, I am not going to knit again because this took me forever to make. So I will definitely make a different item for Kawanashi 2.0 to hold. As for Pusheen is coming with me, and Pusheen, she is going to stay as is. I do like the size for her. It is like a really cute, comfortable size. As well as this little chickie. Well, not really little chickie. She's a big chickie. Her name's Helen. I originally made a Helen. I updated her pattern, and I am much, much, much happier with this look because I gave her like a Daruma kind of shape. I think I needed an upgrade for her because my skills did get an upgrade since then. And obviously, just like the popular bumblebee, this popular octopus is also coming with me. I kind of regret using full blue, but okay. I really just needed to test the possible size that he's going to come out as when I use a specific yarn, and apparently he turned out huge. So I don't know if people are going to be willing to buy a giant blue octopus, but why not? He is still coming. And obviously the boba that you guys have seen with my original boba pattern that I made myself, he is definitely coming with, of course. Yes, you are. My original pom-pom-purin. Yes, I can make another one, definitely, with the stash of yellow yarn that I have left. And if we go back over here, you guys have already seen these 2 T-Rex from Mary of Mary Makes this pattern. So I don't know if I'm going to make more than 2 because I will just test it out. I feel like if I do 3, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell them anyway. So we'll test it out if people actually like buying these kinds of dinosaurs or whatnot. So this market that I'm going to be in, it is going to be the first market that I'm going to be in. It is definitely a test for me which of these products would be a hit in terms of plush sizes. I guess you can see now why I'm kind of also taking this as an opportunity to possibly just slow down as well. It is going to be the middle of the month already, for May at least, come this weekend as of this recording. So that would give me 2 more weeks, roughly 3 more weeks around that time to finish everything. So I don't know if I should continue doing more plush toys or just make the most of the yarn stash that I have and rethink what I really should prioritize. And I feel like that would be my bouquets, because that might actually take the longest for me to do. If you don't hear from me after this, that just really means that I'm sitting down to churn out what I need to do, and that means giving you guys a sneak peek as to what I actually am doing. May need to take a back seat for a while until I finish doing everything that I really need to do in the time that I have left. But before that, I do want to give myself a day to make a project that I would actually enjoy and doesn't feel like I need to do it, but more so of what I want to do. I think that's a good way to strike a balance, especially when you're self-employed. Like, you got to remember that you do have responsibilities that you need to do, obviously, at the time that is needed for it to be accomplished. But also don't forget that you also have the freedom and the liberty to choose to make stuff that you would also like and you would also enjoy doing, because you're allowed to, and you should do that. You should value that because you have the time to do that. So I think I'm going to take this day specifically as a rest day, in air quotes, because I'm going to make a giant Tokki for myself. And if you see that in the future, that is because of today. I will do it today, on the 11th of May. I'm hoping that I can have a giant plush Tokki for myself, just so that I can keep looking at her when she's on my bed or anywhere else in the house, and I would just remember that, girl, you're doing what you love, you're doing it right, and you just gotta keep going. So with that being said, I guess we can end it here today. If you do like seeing this kind of video, very chill, very sit down, something that you can just put in the background and listen to while you do your own work, please do give this video a like or a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have a specific crochet item that you want to see me create. If you want to join our fluffle, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Follow me on any of my social media accounts. I'm most active on my Instagram, just so you know. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Just imagine this is how big the strawberry is versus like side-by-side comparison to my model Tokki. This plushie is gonna be bigger than I expected. I finished my project. You wanna see? Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited to just show you. She's here. She's here.